Rightio, so here we are with Graham Lee from the Mortgage Centre here in Rotorua, and this is my first video on mortgages basically, and how a mortgage broker can help you with your first home, and hopefully get some valuable information from it. So I'll pass it on to Graham, and he can maybe talk a little bit about himself and then a couple of questions that we'll have.
Okay, I'm Graham Lee from the Mortgage Centre. I've been a mortgage broker in Rotorua now for 20 years. I have a PA working with me and also a contracted broker, and we are involved in putting the application together, deciding with the client on where that application should go, and away the application goes, and hopefully it gets approved.
Fantastic. So why should someone use you, and what's the difference between you and a bank?
Why should someone use a mortgage broker first? Well, if the person goes to their own trading bank, they really only have one source of finance in that situation, whereas a broker deals with 14 lenders usually, or at least 14, at least 10. So we're able to take that client to a wider range of lenders. Very often too, a client might come to us having already been declined. So they've been to their bank has declined them. It could be for a number of reasons. It might be because their credit report is poor. It might be they don't have a particular level of deposit. It could even be that the loan application is outside the bank policy. For example, they might be wanting to borrow 90% as a loan to value ratio, and their bank does not have lending funds available up to that level presently. It could also be because their account conduct might be poor. Might also be because when the bank has looked at their bank statements, they've seen that there have been dishonours or some adverse transactions. So that's pretty much the reason. And another reason that's interesting is also that the client simply is not happy with their bank, or they're asking the question, who has the best rates at the moment?
Okay, fantastic. So, so if someone has what you do, you sit down with them and you go through their accounts and everything to see what will work with a specific bank compared to others. Yeah. Is that correct? And you could pick out if someone is spending too many expenses, etc., you would pick that out and help them to work through those issues to try and remedy those.
Absolutely. So an example of that just in the last couple of weeks has been a young couple looking to buy their first home. But when we went through the bank statements, we could see that there were 18 or so transactions every day for snacks and coffees and miscellaneous little transactions. In other situations we see where they might have an overdraft limit in place and they're consistently over that limit. So there are a number of reasons why that might happen.
Yeah, so you'd see a few red flags and try and sort those out. So yeah, fantastic.
The usual ones being dishonours or reversed payments.
Right.
They seem to be the killers for a loan application.
Right, yeah. So finally in this video, who should use you, Graham? What should everyone use you, do you think, or do you think that more often it's the first home owners, or who normally uses you?
Well, let's look at some of the proposals we've handled in the last month. So we might be seeing clients who are looking to purchase a second property. They might be looking to refinance their existing debt. They may have been declined by their present banker. The reasons that they come to us are huge. It may be a matrimonial separation. It could be that they have a tax issue which their bank won't help them with very often.
Oh, so it's quite a broad range, isn't it?
Absolutely.
Yeah, and it doesn't cost anyone to come and see you, does it?
No, as far as our company is concerned, in those 20 years that I've been a broker, I may have charged a client twice in that period of time. So normally the service is free to our clients.
Great. Well, thank you, Graham. So this is the first video of hopefully many with Graham as we talk about some issues and how Graham can help you with your purchase, or even if you're selling your property. So thank you very much, and I hope to see you in the next video.